Hey Taurus, happy birthday. Um, silly me. What the? I'm telling you, all kinds of weird things are going on in this house today. Whatever. Anyways, I'm sure you'll witness it. The lights will go dark or then they'll turn. See? Whatever. Anyways, I just spent 44 minutes giving you y'all's reading. Didn't realize I had my auxiliary cord plugged in to try to play some healing vibrational music. Because, like I was saying in the first one, I felt two groups of, well, I'm sure there's more, but I'm picking up on energies of two groups of Tauruses, and they're both like high strung anxiety, but one's more of like a fun, playful, like nervous, excited anxiety, and then one's more of a what's the word I want to use? Like I got fucked over anxiety, and I know it, and I don't want to face it. Because if I face it, that makes it real. And I don't want it to be real. Please don't let it be real. I can hear your thoughts, Taurus. I mean, not only am I extremely empathic, that's why sometimes, there you go. Okay. Sometimes, that's why I have to kind of balance out when I do my readings and stuff, because very empathic. So I can feel y'all. And I am a Taurus, cusp, Gemini, sun sign. But I relate more to my moon sign because I'm more of a internal person anyways. So anyways, so enough of that. It's about y'all. So happy birthday. I hope you guys have a great birthday, okay? Let's try not to let this, whatever's going on, whoever's doing what, lying, whatever, let's not let it ruin the celebration of you and your life, your light, and the love you have to offer this world. Okay, Taurus? Now, this is a big deal because definitely in May, you want to disengage in any type of confrontations if you want to keep that connection strong or that bond strong. If not, then come kick rocks, you know? There's a toy going off. So also, Uranus is sitting right in your sign. So, like, this is your calling time. It's your calling. It's also about like personal initiative, presentation, attitude. It is the time of all times to do you, nobody else, okay? And for your theme, okay, you keep getting repetitive tens, okay? And I'm not surprised because you're definitely coming into an ending and entering a new beginning. I'm about 100% positive on that with the meditations, the synchronicities, everything I've picked up on, okay? So definitely I feel spirit telling you And only you know exactly what this situation is, but there's no judgment. We have all been there, but they're trying to tell you something, Taurus. Okay? Reminder, don't forget. Don't forget. Intuitively, what I'm feeling this is saying, because, and these are both 10, the choices card came out, okay? Notice how he has one white wing and one black wing, okay? I feel the divine's telling you, remember, Taurus, we've been in a similar place before, and you chose one route. You saw what happened then. Is that the same route you want to go down? Or do you want to do you? Do you want to be loyal to you? Because the divine's got your back 150%, but there's free will. You could still do what we want, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, I never wouldn't lie to you. Oh, and the bottom of the deck of this was loyalty. And right off the bat, I got loyalty to yourself. You need to be loyal to you, because in the pre-shuffle, the premeditation, I kept getting this person deceiving you. And you know it. You're not dumb. You know it. But it's kind of like you are kind of turning the other cheek, because inside you're feeling like, well, it's a lot easier if I just turn the other cheek and pretend everything's okay, because it's less embarrassing that way. Because I feel for a lot of my Tauruses right now that they're in a situation where it's not something that's new. It's something that's an older relationship, or a relationship that's advancing. Maybe there's an engagement, and so if they were to say something like, how embarrassing is that, the invitations already went out, or you know, someone's pregnant now, and you know, it could be so many different things. And now most of my viewers know this, but you know, a few of the traditional things is that we're dealing with energy. Okay, so energy is fluid, so it could be vice versa. When I'm saying you, it could be the other person. Don't get hung up on the gender of the signs. That is just the energy that is being presented. I think that's it for now. If there's anything else, I will let you know. Okay. So, and you had I know this is kind of hard because the sound was off, but you did have the Three of Swords come up twice in your reading, okay, with two different decks, all right? But see, with this one, it says, I see things exactly as they are, but it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. But that's okay. Let it hurt. Let it hurt. Because when you let it hurt, then you give it permission to heal. You know what I'm saying? If you try to turn the cheek and you don't let it hurt and let it heal, you can try to keep it a secret all you want, but eventually it's going to turn into this big old scar that you're not going to be able to hide. So, yeah. So, let me grab these really quick so I can, okay, and this goes with this deck real quick. So, and then with this one, let's see, this is like this. So, this is the one I didn't like. So we have the Page of Swords, and I am picking up that this is your energy, Taurus, only because of the sword, and I feel the connection with the Three of Swords. I feel like you see the truth as clear as day, but the Page is a very young, amateur type of personality. You know, on this card it says, this is the one that shows the crystals too that I did the review on. It says, I take care of detail and stay in control. But I'm not feeling that energy with this. I'm feeling, I mean, even if you look at the eyes, I know it's kind of blurry. It's like, let me see. There you go. It's a little bit better. It's like eyes of, I know the truth. I know the whole truth. And I'm fucking broken inside over it. But I'll be damned if anybody is going to see that without my permission. And I know, Taurus, I know. Stubbornness is one of our defense mechanisms, right? It's easier to be stubborn. But I'm telling you, with this situation, it's not going to help. It's not going to help. You need to let yourself grieve, and only you know what this is. And I did clarify it, so we'll get into that. And then coming next was the Death card, which it says, I let go and embrace new beginnings. So I do feel like you're in that mentality, but if you allow yourself to see, the Death card can be in relation to letting the ego die. If you can let your pride level down a little bit and you can allow your ego to die and let something else be reborn, wonderful things can happen. Wonderful things. And it's such a beautiful card. And really, you need to do that because you have somebody. Okay, this Queen of Wands in reverse here that we have here. Okay, this Queen of Wands in reverse. You look at her, I'll turn her upright, but you look at her eyes. Whenever she shows up, she is one manipulative, just. And it's so interesting that I noticed in this card how she has the infinity symbol, like her wand made the infinity symbol, and then it's like flowing through her hand. It's interesting. Now, upright, that's different, but reverse, that's one bitch right there that you, it's not even like a bitch that you don't want to fuck with. because there's one thing when it's a bitch you don't want to fuck with because she's a good person, but she doesn't take no shit. And then there's another thing when there's a bitch you don't want to fuck with because she's just a messy, ugly bitch for no reason, because she's just unhappy with herself. And that's what this is. And so, you know, and she even brought you a little present of the Eight of Cups in reverse. So that's a whole lot of fucking emotions just poured down the drain, like they don't even fucking matter. So she's causing you emotional pain, he or she. I mean, it could be a male. Like I said, don't get hung up on the gender, causing you a world of fucking pain. So, you know, and be careful, because this kind of can be an overindulgence type of card with the pain it carries. So be a little bit careful, but we are human. We all have that heartbreak where we turn on the sad songs and we forget how many bottles of wine we drink. We've all been there. I mean, it's like girl boo if anyone tries to act like they're any better. What else was important? The rest and rejuvenate. Okay, this card came out. I knew this was going to come out before it even came out. Rest and rejuvenate. You need to rest, Taurus, big time. And then I actually, right when I realized there was no sound, these cards fell out for you. So let me take a look at them really quick. No, they were like this. That's right. Okay, so again, I'm picking up heavily that illusion energy, okay? There's some sort of injustice going on here. And on Taurus, let's see. They're trying to take what you worked so hard. And now remember when I told you the divine has your back, so don't worry. Well, I don't want to say don't worry to make you not care, but remember, don't forget. But okay, yeah, that's what I was feeling. So it's like you are kind of in this illusion state, right? Okay. And it's kind of hard to explain because you can see clearly how you're being deceived and what's going on, but you're confused on how to handle it. So you're deciding to kind of take this illusioned approach and this hanged man energy, right? Just going with inside yourself, which is great. It's great. This is like a spiritual pause moment, which is good. You need this so that you can you know, get with your guides and the divine and just get their advice and not feel so alone. Because, you know, then we have the two of, this is wands in this one, right? Yeah. The two of wands in this one in reverse. So, but I don't feel like this is you. This is you. I don't feel like this is your energy. Now, this one, the Dragons duel, where it says inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice equaling the 5, I wanted to bring that up again because I feel that energy tying in with the Hanged Man. And remember when I told you, we all have free will. The divine has our back, but we have free will. And you have to stay loyal to yourself. You have to. I mean, you don't have to, but I sure as hell wouldn't want to do this again. And that's what will happen. I mean, it's what it is. So, you know, that's just something to think about. You know, and so then you look at this and you got the 2 of Swords. And it's like he's looking straight at you with the world in his hands like a cocky motherfucker. As I'm saying, I don't feel like this is you, Taurus. I don't. I think it's easier if I go like that. I don't feel like that's you. I'll probably clarify that one. Okay. And then we have Justice in reverse. And this is why I said, and I'm not sure if I said it in this one or the other one that was quiet, but there's an injustice happening. There's an injustice happening. And you know it. But see, even she has her eyes blindfolded, which is interesting. So, yeah, I think this person has to do with this injustice. And what this injustice is causing is it's causing your sun to be reversed, or in the reverse, which is your hopes, your dreams, your everything. This toxic energy has to go. It has to go. And you know it because it's literally like giving you insomnia, anxiety. I mean, you have the 9 of Swords. Like, you just can't take the mind fuck anymore. Like, you just want the justice. You just want it over. Just have it be over already. And it can be. It can be. Bottom of the deck. We have the 8 of Swords. Okay, but remember what I said when I said that you're already at 10, baby. So this is all the ending. All the hard stuff is over. That's what I was saying, you know? The River Queen, flow, letting go, natural movement, okay? So here, let me clarify real quick. Let's see. Spirit, oops. Spirit, can you clarify for me, please, the justice in reverse for me? Please clarify the justice in reverse for me. Why is the justice in reverse for me? Yeah, Taurus. Like I said, somebody's deceiving you and they're trying to get away with it in the night. Look, you got the moon. Okay. In clarifying your justice card, you got the moon. And then you have the Knight of Cups. Well, they came out like this. So, wait, it was like, so it's hard to do it like that. So clarifying this justice in reverse up here, okay, is, oh, now it shows it backwards. That's weird. No, does it? No, I don't know. Okay. So your justice in reverse, there's the moon signifying, illusions, like you're putting yourself in, lies, deception, and he's trying to sneak off in the night to try to not even have to, give any rhyme or reason for why he or she did it. And then let's see why the sun is in reverse, because that's kind of bothering me too. Spirit, why is the sun in reverse for Taurus? Why is the sun? Okay. I'm going to use that too. Oh, okay. That's not. Again. So we have the sun in reverse with the death card. And oh, and by the way, I'm using the vice versa deck to clarify. So, and then we have the Knight of Wands leaving. Not only that, he's leaving in a storm. He ain't trying to stay for nothing. Rain or shine. Man, Taurus. All right. Honestly, and that's why in the meditation, it was saying, okay, your sign, your sun's sign, so Taurus, is in 12th house. Okay, so that's the last house, and then it starts all over. And they talked about retreat and relaxation, and they wanted you to think about your attachments and your attachments that you have. And they want you to take time of reflection and recharging, because there's some people trying to do some messy shit, and you're confused. Like you can see clearly what they're doing to you, but you're confused as to why. Like, what did I ever do to you to deserve this? And especially now when I'm going through X, Y, or Z. And the next card, the third time the Three of Swords comes up. Gosh, man. All right, that's okay. We are going to go to our shaman. He always has. Oh, well, on a lighter note, bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles, baby. So that could be part of your new beginning, new project, new job, new something tangible of the earth, money, a gift. So that's nice. That's nice. And we'll stop there. Don't want to go any further. Yeah, so. And if you don't know what I usually say, I don't typically read from the book unless my guides tell me to. But with the shaman deck, even if I know it, I still will read it anyways, because it's just so, I'm already getting goosebumps. It's that powerful that I don't want to miss a thing. So, I just want to thank you, Spirit, for this reading. And is there any advice that you have for Taurus for the month of May regarding this spread? Is there any advice that you have for Taurus regarding this spread and these people that are trying to just deceive and harm them? And I don't like that at all. What advice do you have for my Tauruses? Okay, let's see. It looks like 3 came out. So I'm going to go ahead and take them since this was pretty heavy. Okay. I'm not going to read all of them from the book. I'm going to go with the one that my gut tells me first. That's 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Since your number is 10, we're going to go with 10. That's the one I will read. Actually, I've never read that one. So, we have the Gatherer. Okay. Which I will tell you, like, I'll read a little tiny part from each, okay? And that's 21, so that's 3. We have the Moon, that's 37, equaling 10. Which is why I decided to read that. Plus, you have the Moon there. You have so many synchronicities in this reading. I was going to pick the Owl because, I mean, that's the Owl. But we'll still read a little bit from each. But yeah, we're at 35, so cool. All right. So 37, I'm going to read you the moon one first. And then I'll read you a little parts from each of those. And I will go ahead and do a couple romance angels just to top it off, since it wasn't. I'm sorry, you guys. I hate that. But you know what? It's not just you guys. It's like every sign. It's just the energy we're in. We're just in this. I mean, even us readers, light workers, whatever. I mean, we go through it too, you know? Okay, so, all right, so my home set up. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, see, I love the matte cards. They don't even glare. So, the moon. Every 28 days, the moon manifests a steady progression from darkness to light and back again. This phenomenon in our skies has a powerful impact on our human psyche. It offers us the certainty that after periods of emptiness and darkness, there is a light waiting, so we can be reborn into a new phase. Remember all those tens and I was talking about the phase? Okay. This calls to mind a native African prayer to the moon. May our lives be renewed as yours is. The moon has a strong influence on the ebb and the flow of the waters on the earth. The same power in turn affects human feelings and emotions and mirrors their rising or hiding back into the unconscious. The moon spends equal time in the dark as it does in the light of the sun, and now it comes to remind you of this balance. Have you been so focused on outer achievements, productivity, or social engagements? Or have you spent too much time hidden from the outer world, not wanting to interact or show your face? Wow. Meditate on the significance of the moon cycle and let it gently guide you out of your bottomless depths. Head back to the world of outer expression and connection with others. Let it help you make time for yourself, your feelings, and your essential human and spiritual needs. This card calls you to go on a journey of renewal, just like the moon does every month, so you can get unstuck, whether from a specific situation or life in general. For this, you need to make time to be with yourself without the distractions of modern society and have the courage to look at the unwanted or unembraced parts of your being until you arrive at a place of resolution. Shamanic lore explains that the finest treasures of humanity are hidden where people are most afraid to go. I'm just going to read let's see. Okay, I'll read this part. Not this part. Okay, so here's the owl. Look around you. Notice every detail and find the hidden messages brought to you by Owl. Do not shoot the messenger. Be grateful to the friend who shows you what you have not wanted to see until now. Observe all the facets of the diamond without judgment. Remember that the faucets you dislike are often mirrors of the parts of you that do not want to recognize. Do not and insist that you are not hearing the situation you are not seeing with clarity. Owl invites you to go decisively with no hesitation or remorse. Taurus and the Gatherer. All right, so the Gatherer. Look at the resources you already have close at hand. This is a time of scarcity that have limited your choices and colored your density. Pack your food for the winter and start with low-hanging fruit that is all around you. Do not wander too far afield and search for what spirit has already provided. Practice paying it forward, being thankful in advance of receiving. If you are in scarcity mindset, open your heart to look beyond current conditions. You will find the bounty being offered to you. Practice sharing, not hoarding. Deep, huh? I couldn't say it that good. That's why I leave it to that. Don't get me wrong. I love my cards, and they're you know. But I get goosebumps at that. Okay, so romance angels, y'all, and then we will wrap it up. Okay, just to give you guys a little, spirit, any messages for my Tauruses in love for the month of May? Any messages for my Tauruses in love for the month of May? No, it was a little bit of a rough reading, but it's okay. It's worth a shot. Any messages for my Tauruses in love for the month of May? Any messages for my Tauruses in love for the month of May? Any messages for my Tauruses in love for the month of May? Any message? Okay. Children. Oh, there's two. Perfect. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So, something that just got to me. Oh, and then bottom of the deck, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by religious upbringing and spiritual path. That's always a hard one when people have two different religious upbringings. I mean, to me, it wouldn't be a hard one because I'm just stubborn like that. I've grown up my whole life being raised by what I know. So, but yeah, of course, I think for this, for some of you, what this is saying, I think some of you might be turning that cheek because it does involve children and that sense of belonging that I was talking about, where you feel like, well, if I was to leave and be free, and call them out on their shit, would it be worth hurting, the family and then the embarrassment. But you also have this worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So you know, with everything that we've gone over overall, I would say don't, create illusions as a defense mechanism, okay? Accept what you know to be true. Trust your intuition. Now, that doesn't mean you need to make a move right this second, okay? But it does mean that it's something that needs to be, you need to get some rest, get in that hangman mentality where you're going within and you're speaking with your guides and you're getting, their advice. And I know for some people that's difficult. Like I said, YouTube is a great place to start. I still struggle with meditation, because my mind wanders all over the place. But the good thing is, if you find one, even if your mind wanders, it can still benefit you. So don't ignore it. You don't have to act, but don't ignore it, okay? Because it's only going to end up hurting everybody else more in the end. And I really wish that there was something better that I could have said. But, and I hate that. I hate, and this has been happening for Tauruses for a hot minute. That's why I was saying this isn't something that's recent. It's been like, to me, intuitively, it feels kind of like a, maybe like an ex spouse that you maybe had a child with, and then maybe either their parent, so your child's grandparent, or even your own parent who's taking sides with your ex, and it's just ugly and nasty. But don't worry, because guess what? The gods and the divine, they don't sleep. And karma's a bitch, and if you're lucky, you'll get to watch. That's all I gotta say. All right, Taurus. So stay strong. I know you will. I know you will. You'll get through this like nothing. It's all going to be all right. So I hope this helped. That is your reading for May. I am going to, I know that at the end of the year, I had mentioned that I was going to start something a little bit different that I had not seen anybody else on YouTube do yet. I didn't know exactly when it was going to be because I was waiting for my guides to tell me. And apparently it's happening sooner than I thought. So I'm going to get through my everybody's May videos. And I know I said that about April, but unfortunately I did have a tragic passing, and it's giving me goosebumps. I've never lost someone close to me, so it's been hitting me pretty hard. I have ups and downs, and it's not been easy at all. So, but anyways, I'm doing the best to let you know, all know how much I love you. I appreciate you. And, aside from my kids, you guys are the reason I'm still here today. Real talk. Because I ain't afraid to say it. I want to go home real bad. Real bad. But I love my babies and I love y'all too much. So I think I would miss you. I would definitely miss them. Couldn't do that. So, anyways, I love you guys. Happy birthday. And I will definitely try to get a bonus birthday reading in for you guys a little bit uh, further down the line, so you guys maybe can get some new or whatever more information. So yeah, and I think that's it. So y'all have a great night. Love you very much. Namaste.